guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be showing you my book collection and some of my favorites. I actually don't have a super big book collection because I'm very minimalist. I don't like having a lot of stuff, so a lot of the books I have are already my favorites. So I'm going to be showing you my book collection and my favorites within the favorites, if you know what I mean. It's my bookshelf with all of my books. These are not all reading books, as you can tell. The whole shelf isn't. Down here I have journals and stuff. These are all of my books here and right there. First, right here, I know it's not the best angle. I have Resistance. I was literally obsessed with this when I was 11. Still one of my favorite books. I don't know if it's in top 5 though. And I have the Maze Runner series. I only have 4 of the books because I'm still reading it. I'm on this one, The Death Cure. This is definitely one of my favorite series. Also, when I was 11, I was obsessed with the Dear America series. So I have one of the books that I found that I have never read, so I decided to buy it even though it's not really my reading level. And I did have a few more of these books, but I kind of donated them to my parents' book collection for my siblings to read. Read it yet, but after I read it once, I'll probably just put it with the rest of them. Moving down here, first I have this book which I have out because I'm actually reading it. Forgive me if it's wrong, but I think it's pronounced Landry Parks. It's the first book in the series, not my favorite so far, but it's okay. Says anything, I've been stuck halfway through the 15th chapter for over a month, and I can be a really fast reader when it's really good. I don't actually have these set up in order of each series that they are. I have them categorized in size. I'll be showing you by the series. So the next book to the one that I'm in the middle of reading is this one. I literally am not even gonna try to pronounce that first word, but it's the second book. Next I have this. I don't know how to pronounce this, but here's what it looks like. And then Incarceron, which is the second book. I really like this series. My top 5 for series is Legend. This was definitely my top 5 for books. It is a series, but I decided just to get the first book and not to read the next ones. Not because it wasn't it was an amazing book. I absolutely love it, one of my favorite books ever, but I just decided not to read the next books in the series. Next is The Darkest Minds. This one is definitely one of my favorite books ever too. This one was really good, and it did end a little sadly. I really want to get the next one, but it's been a while since I read this one. So you know how you just read for a little while, you're obsessed with it, but then if you don't read it for a while, you're oh, how that one wasn't really that good until you read it again, you know what I mean? I don't know if I'm gonna get the next book or not, but it was amazing. 2, so I'm pulling them out together just because they're super similar. So This Fine Life, and then Deep in the Hearts of Trouble. This one, they are a little bit different time periods, but they're super similar, at least how I see them. Even the fronts are just to me, they're super similar, but these were both pretty good. I think this one, I don't know, they were both really good. I got stuck on this one a little bit because it kind of drags out to me a little bit longer than it should have. Not in my top 5 though. I'm not actually sure if there's more to the series. I'm not sure, but To All the Boys I've Loved Before. Oh, I just realized they're not in the frame. To All the Boys I've Loved Before and P.S. I Still Love You. I love these books. I had to get the second one just because it left you on a little cliffhanger. Love them though. If there's a third one, I might be getting it. Again, I have 2 from the series here. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, which I loved this book so much. And then, so I decided to get the second one, Good Girl, Bad Blood. And I started reading it. I'm actually in the middle of it. And I just put it back on the shelf because I was a little bored with it. I was it just didn't seem like the story was really getting started too much to me. Not too interesting, I don't know. Try to finish the book, but I don't think I'm gonna get the next one in the series. This one I got at thrift store, which is where I got some of my books actually. Gone Too Far. This reminded me so much of The Good Girl, or The Good Girl's Guide to Murder. It reminded me of that so much. It was reading just a different version of that. Loved it so much. If you loved that book, definitely read this one. This is The Selection. Oh my gosh, definitely top 5. And the cover is so gorgeous. I actually tried on a dress that looked very similar to this, and I literally took a photo like that, and I was oh my gosh, it looks exactly like it. definitely one of my top five. I don't know if I'm gonna get the next book. I really want to, but like I hate when books leave you on a cliffhanger, because then I'm like, the next book's gonna do the same thing. This next book I haven't read yet. It's a Santa Cruz. I haven't read it yet, but I got it at a thrift store, so I'm excited to read it. Next book is Shattered, and this book was really good, but it almost felt like it was kind of more for like the education or like learning or awareness purposes more than like the plot line. Like there was no like drop-offs or anything, if you know what I mean, but like it was still really good. It just like kind of seemed like that to me. Maybe not, like it could have been like a true story and I would have probably believed it. When I read it, this would have probably been in my top 5. I don't know about now. I don't know how long I'm gonna keep it. I might read it again, I'm not sure. A great one for my younger sister to read when she's a little older is Amber House. This is actually the last book that I have, but I haven't read this one in a little while. I got it at like a consignment sale or something. Amber House, I love this at the time. Again, it would have definitely been in my top 5. I'm not sure about now. I think I would read it again though. But like I absolutely loved it and was obsessed with it for days after. I just think now, obviously like I loved it when I got it, but now I think it's a little bit below my age, maybe. I read it when I was like 13, I think, so yeah, that makes sense. All of my books, thank you so much for watching, and as always, if you have any video recommendations or content ideas you want me to do, comment them down below or on the post that I made a while ago. But if you made it to the end, comment the open book emoji. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.